straight the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Blue Hens will put total leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Temple Owls offense has the ball first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So Delaware's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping...
You have a big game. You just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Pressure coming. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Here we go. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. A designed run for the quarterback. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Simon. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down. And now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up. And they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Temple lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they could stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Now sliding to his left. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the pressure. Tight end finds a soft spot. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Let's go. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Connection to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. To pass. Throwing right. Makes a connection. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Blue Hens trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the point after. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in, it's Chase. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Temple lining up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. With the catch, it's LeBoy. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Floating away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it.
There he goes. Still on his feet. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Simon. Spins away from the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
That's caught. It's Bermudez. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Big 3rd down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
To the air on 1st down. Punts it out of the air.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got it in the middle. It's Bermudez. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Now they'll run the draw. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Splits the uprights. Good.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Blue Hens can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Delaware. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining 1st half. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the 2nd half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the 2nd half underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Silver. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Hands it off. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, they'll give it to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
On the ground, it's Silver. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Temple.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Intercept, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they...
Touchdown, Owls! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bow it up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Simon. Hauls it in. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Oh, the attempt is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Silver. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Using his legs, it's Silver. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front to get on those defensive.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Delaware. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Let's go! Roll it, roll it!
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
To throw, it's Simon. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Clear! Clear!
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Here we go!
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter.
Ready?
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown Owls! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. So an 82-yard drive there, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Gonna run it. It's Silver. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense, and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Blue Hens really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Silver. hard running there. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Delaware. A great catch and run for 6. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. From the gun, give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught over the middle. It's Bermudez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Game tackle. You're going to win this game.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Back to pass, it's Simon. Quick strike complete.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Snap in the shotgun. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now It's up to them to find a way to answer it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Quarterback got it himself. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Simon. Makes the grab. It's Chase. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The Owls moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Bermudez. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Snagged out of the air. And it is a good idea to gain tackle. First guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down after a nice game. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
To the air, it's Simon. He's got it on the run. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Owls. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he makes the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Complete to the left. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Handoff to the single running back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head on. Generally the mark of a really good team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll pull it down and run. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to fire to the left. Touchdown, Delaware! And the stomping has commenced. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simon. Rushes on him. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.